Hey guys, welcome to the 10th installment of the restoration here for this Scout. As you can see, I had to pull out the transmission after just putting the engine back together because oil pressure problems. So I wasn't getting any oil pressure up towards the head, and after pulling it apart, checking all the galleys, I ended up deciding that it was actually just the cam lobe for the fuel pump. Is when it's in a certain position, it blocks off the port that goes up to the head, and after rotating the cam, everything worked fine. So it was just putting it all back together again because I would rather do it twice and have the peace of mind that things are how they should be. So anyways, you can see, just starting out, that things haven't gone the way they wanted to go. I was planning to have a full running video for you guys of this engine this week, and I'm afraid it didn't happen. Spoiler there. But we do have some good some engine shots here of it actually running, and I'll get into what happened and why it's not running and how we're going to fix it. But just enjoy a little bit of time lapse. So here we are putting together the final gasket for the valley pan, as well as the final gasket for the intake manifold. You can see a bit of a screw that I found that was broken inside the alternator bracket hole. Had to get that out, just a little bit of chiseling away at it until it was coerced out of the hole. Here we are, test firing it up. So part of this here is just me figuring out kind of how to hotwire it, to be honest, but I'm not going to go too much into that. I've left off the fuel here. I've left off the fuel line so that we could just check some ignition circuit stuff without having flammable fluids around at the same time. So ignition circuit, nothing smoking. Starter works. So let's add some fuel to it. Neutral, start it up, and it's running. It's not sounding healthy. Something's wrong. Initially, I'm just waiting to make sure nothing starts smoking in case I need to shut off the circuit. Waiting to see if maybe the fuel just needs to pump some air out. See if the fuel needs to pump some air out, but no. Play with the timing a little bit on the distributor. Give it some gas. Still not great. I chalked that one up to the fuel hose wasn't actually submerged. It was just kind of looped in and did a siphon around. So it could have been the low idle, and it was just slowly starting out. Here I get it started again for not really much, and then that was the final click, and I haven't been able to get that to start since. Just the starter seems to be bad at this point, and it's shorting out. It's trying to pass all the current straight into the ground, so something inside the motor or the solenoid isn't releasing right. But it's alright, new parts on the way. Sorry I didn't have this thing fully running for you guys this week, but I wanted to make sure that you guys saw what was going on, because I'm excited about it. Even though we're having a few hiccups, it's going great. And thank you very much for watching.